Hello friends, this is Chell and welcome back to Technical Study with Chell. In last lecture, we have studied the temperature and entropy diagram and what is the utility of that diagram. We have plotted the relation and area under the curve or area enclosed by a cycle we have defined for TS curve. Today's objective is the relations of TDS. We are going to derive the TDS equation, and from we are going to derive these from the first law and the second law of thermodynamics. Then we will going to see that what is the utility of these equations, where we are going to apply these equations. So this is the objective of today's class. Okay, let's start the TDS relations. TDS relations. Okay, we have studied in the first law that from first law of thermodynamics. What is the first law of thermodynamics? Del Q is equals to du plus del W, and this del W is P dV for closed system and quasi-static process. Okay, so this equation is applied for a closed system and quasi-static process and for a stationary system. So we can write this equation as del Q is equals to du plus P dV. Okay, now from second law, what is second law? Conservation of energy, that is del Q is equals to TDS. We have derived this relation in heat interaction and the entropy, change in entropy. So this is the relation between heat interaction and change in entropy. Now, okay, conservation of energy is in first law, and this is the relation between entropy and the temperature. From this relation, let's see, this is first equation and this is second equation. From second equation, if we put the value of dq in first equation, then what we can write this? We can write this as TDS is equals to du plus P dV. Okay, right? Okay, so this is the first TDS equation. We have two TDS equation. This is the first TDS equation, and from where we derive this? From the first law of thermodynamics and second law of thermodynamics. Now, to find or to calculate or to derive the second TDS equation, we can derive it from the definition of enthalpy. What is enthalpy? H is equals to U plus PV. Enthalpy don't have any definition. It have an equation that is H is equals to U plus PV, where U is the internal energy of the system and P is the pressure and V is the volume. Okay, now if you differentiate this equation, then what we can write it? Differentiate this equation, then we can write dH is equals to du plus, we can differentiate it as U into V. So what is the differentiation of U into V? U dV plus V du. So we can write in the similar manner that P dV plus V dt. Okay, now from equation A we can write the value of du in equation third. Okay, now du is equals to TdS minus P dV, then write it here. Du is equals to TdS minus P dV plus P dV. This P dV is here and minus V dt. Okay, now P dV is cancelled out. P dV is cancelled out. Now what we can write this equation? dH is equals to TdS minus V dP. This is the second equation, that is TdS second equation. Oh, this is plus because the sign is changed. Here we have minus sign. Okay. Okay, now what we can write it? TdS is equals to TH minus V dt. dH minus P dt. Okay, these are the two TdS equation. Now we are going to see the relationship between specific energy at constant pressure and constant volume from these TdS equation. Now, or we can write the temperature and entropy curve for specific energies. TS curves for specific energies. Now we have derived the two TdS equation. What we have? TdS is equals to du plus P dV, and another is TdS is equals to dH minus V dt. Okay, first and second. These are the two TdS equation. Now you know du is equals to Cv dt and dH is equals to Cp dt. We already seen this in the previous lectures. Okay, now if you want to calculate the relationship for specific energies, then you have to start from constant pressure or constant volume, because we have two type of specific energy, that is Cp and Cv. Okay, now first for constant volume process, or we can say the isochoric process. So constant volume के लिए, okay, now for constant volume from equation 1, if the volume is constant, the change in volume we can say 0. Now TdS is equals to du, and what we can write du? That is Cv dt. Now rearrange the equation and we can write the dt upon ds. dt upon ds is dy Cv. Okay, this is the first equation, or we can say this is the third equation. Now second, for constant pressure, if pressure is constant, then we can write the change in pressure is what? 0. So from the equation second, what we can write? TdS is equals to dH, and dH is Cp dt. Now rearranging this equation, then we can write the dt upon ds at constant pressure, and this is at constant volume. At constant pressure is equals to T upon Cp. Okay, this is the fourth equation. Now from the Mayer's equation, you know that from Mayer's equation, you know that Cp minus Cv is equals to what? R. So from this equation we can say that Cp is greater than what? Cv. Now if Cp is greater than Cv, from equation third, Cv is in what? Denominator. Cv is in what? Denominator. If this term is less, then this term is what? More. So we can say the dt upon ds at constant volume is greater than dt upon ds at constant pressure. So dt upon ds at temperature versus entropy diagram, this is indicating what? Slope. Slope at constant volume and slope of constant pressure processes. So we can see clearly from this relation that the slope of constant volume process is more than slope of constant pressure process. So constant volume process slope is steeper than constant pressure process. So this is the V constant process and this is the P constant pressure. This is the very important relation. This can be asked directly in the examination that at a TS curve we have two processes, that is constant volume and constant processes. Then what is the slope, or we can say the what process is steeper? Okay, that the slope of the process is more in what process and slope of the process is less in what process. So this is the basic relation that we have find from the TdS equation, and here we also relate the Mayer's equation. From this we are calculating or we are plotting this equation. Okay, this is the TS curve for specific energy. Now TdS equation have many utilities. Besides these equations where we can apply this. Okay, now we are going to study the entropy change for an ideal gas. Entropy change for an ideal gas. Entropy change for an ideal gas. What is ideal gas? I have already told you about the ideal gas, which follows the law PV is equals to RT. Here we have a constant, that is more or mass, whatever we are taking. Now, okay, we are going to calculate the entropy change for an ideal gas. So we are starting from the TdS equation which we have calculated earlier. Now TdS is equals to du plus P dV. This is first TdS equation, and TdS is equals to dH minus V dP. This is second TdS equation. Okay. From the earlier relations, you know that du is equals to Cv dt and dH is equals to Cp dt. Also for an ideal gas, PV is equals to RT. Okay, now starting from the equation 1. So what we can write? We can write the TdS is equals to Cv dt plus P dV. Okay, so from the ideal gas we can write the P is equals to RT by B. We can write this. Okay, now if we take this temperature in the denominator of the both sides, then what we can write? T is here and T we can write here. So TT is cancelled. Now what we are remaining? R by V. We have remained with dV. Okay, now Now you know that CV is the constant term and R is also constant term. By integrating from 1 to 2, we have a process from 1 to 2. If we integrate this, then what we are getting? Integrate this 1 to 2 CV 1 to 2 dt up divided by t plus R 1 by v dv 1 to 2. Now integrate this. So we can write S2 minus S1 is equals to CV ln T2 upon T1 plus R ln V2 upon V1. Okay, so this is the entropy change for an ideal gas. Now from equation 2, if you have a question with given data in temperature and volume, then you can easily find the entropy change for an ideal gas from this equation. Now from equation 2, rearrange this like TdS is equals to dH. In place of dH, what we can write? Cp dt minus VdP. Okay, from the ideal gas, what we can write? The V RT upon P, and T is cancel out if we take it as in denominator. So what we can write it? R by P dP. Similarly, okay, now integrate it from 1 to 2. So this is S2 minus S1 is equals to Cp ln T2 upon T1 minus R ln P2 upon P1. Okay, now you have a question which have given data in temperature and pressure, then you can easily find out the entropy change for that process with the help of this relation. Okay, but if you have data in question in volume and pressure, you don't have temperatures, then how you can solve that? Okay, now we are going to find the relations between volume and pressure. We are extracting this term in this equation. So how you can write this? Okay, you want to extract out T2 upon T1 from this equation. So from the ideal gas equation, from PV is equals to RT, what you can write? P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon T2. You can write this. Rearrange this. T2 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon P1 V1. Okay, now put this term in the place of T2 divided by T1. Okay, so here S2 minus S1 is equals to Cp ln C P2 P1 V2 V1. These are two terms. So if we have a ln, then what we can write it? Ln P2 upon P1 plus ln V2 upon V1. We can write this. Okay, now next term is R ln P2 upon P1. Okay, now multiply the term Cp in whole equation, then we can write it like this. Okay, here you have P2 upon P1, here also you have P2 upon P1 in ln, so you can take it as common. So ln P2 upon P1 Cp minus R plus Cp ln P2 upon V1. Okay, simple. Now from the Mayer's equation, from Mayer's equation, you know that Cp minus Cv is equals to R, or we can write that Cp minus R is equals to Cv. Here we have a term Cp minus R, so in place of Cp minus R you can write what? Cv. Now S2 minus S1 is equals to ln P2 upon P1 Cv plus Cp ln V2 upon V1. Rearrange this. S2 minus S1 is equals to Cv ln P2 upon P1 plus Cp ln V2 upon V1. Okay. Now we have an equation which relates the pressure and volume for entropy change. Okay, now you have a question with a given data in pressure and volume, then and you ask for change in entropy, then you can find this from this equation. Okay, so this is the formula for specific entropy change. What? Specific entropy change. This is for specific entropy change. But if you want to calculate the total entropy change, then what we have to do? Total entropy change, then you have to simply multiply the mass with entropy change. If you multiply the mass with a specific entropy change, then you come across the total entropy change of the system. Okay, so this is the basics of entropy change for any ideal gas. So these equations are for ideal gas, but if you want to calculate the entropy change for incompressible fluid, gas is compressible but on not fluid any incompressible substance, so what you can do? Okay, you want to calculate the entropy change for any incompressible substance. Entropy change for an incompressible, which cannot be compressed, incompressible substance. If you want to calculate the entropy change for any incompressible substance, then what you have to do? Incompressible means change in volume should be zero. It can be liquids or solids. If you want to calculate the entropy change for liquids and solid, then how you can calculate? Okay, now from the TdS relations, TdS is equals to du plus PdV, but you are going to calculate incompressible substance entropy change. So in incompressible substance dV is 0, so you can say this term is 0. Now TdS is equals to du, and du is what? Cv dt. Du is what? Cv dt. Okay, but for any incompressible substance, the specific energy at constant volume and specific energy at constant pressure is same, so we can write it as C. Rearrange this. TdS is equals to C dt. Okay, simple. Now you want to calculate the entropy change. ds is equals to C dt divided by T. We can write it like this. Okay, now integrate this equation from 1 to 2, then you can write S2 minus S1 is equals to C ln T2 divided by T1. This is the entropy change. This is the specific entropy change of the incompressible substance. This is the specific entropy change for incompressible substance. But you want to calculate the total energy change. Total energy change. Then what you have to do? You have to simply multiply the mass with the entropy change, specific entropy change. So what we can write this? S2 minus S1, or we can say delta S is equals to MC ln T2 divided by T1. So this is the total entropy change of any substance which is incompressible. Okay. So today's class objective is over. We have studied the TDS relations, entropy change in the ideal gas, entropy change for an incompressible substance, all we have seen. In next class we will study, or we will do some numericals related to these equations, that how to calculate the entropy change for any substance, that is liquid, gas or solid, whatever that is, we are going to calculate for that. Okay, we are finishing today's class. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.